This year we've seen a lot of footwear trends come and go, and as we go into winter, everything's changing again. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I don't follow trends. They're great for finding inspiration and trying new things out. However, I always try and pick things that I think are going to stand the test of time. And in today's video, I've done exactly that with what I think are the 5 best shoes for this winter and beyond. Absolutely number 1 by far has to be the hiking boot. In particular, this one. You've all seen them, whether it was in some old black and white photo of some random person on a mountain, or James Bond in No Time to Die. When you think of hiking boots, you think of boots like that. And more often than not, that specific boot is the Dana Mountain Light. I was lucky enough to pick them up on sale recently. This is a perfect example of a shoe that is on trend now, but will without a doubt stand the test of time. So even though they are quite pricey, you can be confident that they will never go out of style. The colour I got is called Cascade Clovis, and it's the one I would recommend to everyone because it has the most classic hiker boot look. Thick, light brown, full grain leather with these ridiculous red laces that shouldn't work in combination with the brown, but they do. They also give you 2 kinds of laces, a flat pair and a round pair. I prefer the round pair. They have a Vibram Cletterlift sole, which is a beastly lug sole that is, of course, fully replaceable. The black sole with the brown leather just looks really good as well though. They've got a Gore-Tex lining which makes them waterproof, and fun fact, Dana were apparently the first to use Gore-Tex in their boots. They also have a 365-day warranty, so you're encouraged to go out and batter them daily, and if anything goes wrong, Dana will replace them. In terms of sizing, it's recommended to go half a size down, which is what I did, and they honestly fit perfectly. They're actually really comfortable from the start, and I don't see there being much of a break-in period with these. I love how chunky these are. They look especially good with some relaxed jeans. Overall, beautiful boot, made in the USA, really practical. Go and get them. Okay, next up is completely the opposite end of the scale in terms of functionality. And it's kind of a surprising one for winter, but I'm seeing loafers a lot. They were really big in summer and they seem to be carrying through into winter. I think this is partly because there's been a movement of people wearing loafers a lot more casually. You're not just seeing them worn formally with suits or chinos anymore. You're seeing them paired with jeans, joggers, and even shorts, and they look great. The ones I personally have are the Doc Marten Adrians, made in England version. I actually think these are going to be one of the best for winter because of the thick, chunky lug sole. I love styling these with a simple pair of blue jeans. It feels like it shouldn't work, but it does. But I do find that these kind of go with anything in my wardrobe at the moment. The more popular version of these though are the cherry colour. They're made from what's called Arcadia burgundy leather that rubs off over time and reveals a contrasting underlayer. Unfortunately, there's no made in England version of these, so the quality won't be quite as good, but the colour is absolutely beautiful. Although if these are too flashy for you, then GH Bass do a very classic loafer in a bunch of colours for a decent price. Or if you have money to burn, then go ahead and just get the Gucci Horsebit loafer, which is one of the most recognisable on the market and probably played a big part in bringing loafers into more casual wear. Alright, next up, we're kind of following on from the theme of hiking boots, except I think these are going to be much more popular. I wasn't really sure what to call this category, so I'm going to go with performance sneakers. The big ones that come to mind straight away are things like the Salomon XT6s, or the Asics Gel Kayanos. Basically, sneakers that are primarily for either walking, running or hiking, but they're not boots. What all of these shoes have in common are that they have a strong design language, they're durable and they're comfortable. Salomon and Asics are always in the spotlight and they always will be, but I think the big emerging brand this year and beyond is Hoka. I mean, a lot of sneaker enthusiasts already know how good Hoka are, but I think they're going to become a lot more mainstream over the coming months. So now is the time to get them if you want to be ahead of the curve. The model everyone wants are the Tour Ultra Lows, but you can basically assume you're not going to get them because they're always sold out. And it doesn't make sense to me why Hoka don't make more. It could be an easy money printing machine for them. But perhaps like a lot of brands, they like the exclusivity and hype that is created when their products are hard to get. Even though the Tour Ultra Lows are the most popular model, I think the ones that actually go for it at the moment are the Kahas. I picked these up recently, but I did not pay retail price, and that's because of today's video sponsor, Top Cashback. I know a lot of people claim to love their sponsors, but in this case I genuinely do, and I've got the receipts to back it up. I've earned over £800 in cashback over the years by just doing normal shopping through Top Cashback's website. Before I purchase anything, I'll quickly check to see if that store is on Top Cashback's website, and if it is, I just click the Get Cashback Now button, which takes you to the store's website, and then shop as normal. The amount you can earn varies from shop to shop, but even if it's as little as 1%, that's money back for something you were going to purchase anyway. And believe me, those smaller purchases add up over time. A great thing as well is that you can often earn cashback on top of items that are already on sale. And even further, if you sign up using my link in the description of this video, then you'll get an extra £10 off your first purchase. So that could potentially be an item that's already on sale, you get cashback on top of that, plus an extra £10 back. I picked these up from 7 stores, but there are thousands of shops, so take a look before you buy anything. Especially in the lead up to Christmas and New Year's, there's going to be loads of sales now, so sign up using my link and save some cash. Now into the reasons I got the Hoka Kahas in particular. They give off the same vibe as the more popular Tour Ultra Low with that incredibly chunky Vibram sole. And let me tell you, these things look substantial in real life. They're a real head turner due to the size and presence of them. Yet, being a hiking sneaker, they're incredibly lightweight and very comfortable. These are the GTX or Gore-Tex version, which are slightly pricier, but worth it if you plan on taking these out and about. And that's my plan with these. At the moment, the only black sneaker I have are my Vans Old Schools, and they're not really suitable for winter. So I wanted another pair of black sneakers to wear through winter or just wetter days, and these are going to be the one for me. I do have a number of black boots now, but these are just something more casual that I can easily slip on for day-to-day wear. However, if black isn't for you, they do come in a ton of different colors. The Bodega collaboration was really nice, although it might be hard to get, but there's loads of others to choose from. The next shoes that are popping off at the moment are Timberlands, specifically the 6-inch premium boot in the Wheat Nubuck colorway. It's Timberland's 50-year anniversary this year, and along with that has not only come a marketing push from Timberland themselves, but also just a general movement from the fashion scene to bring these back into the limelight. They have all the components that make them great shoes for a lot of today's main styles. They come in that beautiful wheat color, they're big with the lug sole, and they're durable. Just make sure you get the premium version though. It's a little bit extra cost, but what I've seen and read, it's well worth it. I'm also really enjoying some of the collaborations they're putting out recently. They're helping to show how Timberlands can be styled in new and contemporary ways while maintaining that recognizable Timberland aesthetic. One collaboration in particular that I think people are sleeping on is the Beeline collection. Beeline is of course Billionaire Boys Club, which isn't a brand I have much interest to be honest, but their collaboration boot with Timberland is really nice in my opinion. They took the classic 6-inch premium and made it even more weatherproof with the rubber toe that extends all the way around the boot. They did some garish colour combinations which I'd probably avoid, but they also did just an all black and all wheat nubuck version. These are currently sitting for half price or less on some websites in most sizes. Maybe I'm missing something and these are actually hideous to everyone else, but if I didn't have my Dana boots, I'd probably be picking these up. The final shoe trend that has been huge this year and doesn't seem to be going anywhere is the GAT or German Army Trainer. The most popular, of course, being the Adidas Samba. A lot of people, including myself, thought this trend might die down a little as we got into winter, but I'm seeing more and more of them every single day. Even though they're not what you'd think of as a winter shoe, people are still wearing them in cold weather outfits. And I'm not complaining, I still love my Sambas and had considered getting a second pair in black, but now that I have the Hokas, I'll probably hold off. But I think a big reason for these having such longevity is the amount of colours these come in, as well as the beautiful collaborations that have centred around this model. In particular the Wales Bonner collab and the Clark/Ronnie V collab, both of which made a lot of meaningful changes whilst keeping the identity of the shoe. It's often the case with collabs that they just change the logo or add a new colourway, but the Samba collabs have been truly artistic. Popularity of the Sambas has also spread into Adidas's other models as well, which give off a similar vibe, specifically the Gazelle or Special, which are fantastic options if you like the silhouette of a Samba, but want something a little bit different. If you don't want any logos at all and have some cash to spare, then the Mason Margiela replica lows are going to be a great option as well. But the Sambas have been my favourite shoe this year, and I'm glad they've endured into winter. The way things are going, I can see them sticking around into summer and beyond because the Gat is just a timeless silhouette. So there's 5 shoes that I think are not only going to be big this winter, but you're going to be able to wear them for years to come because they're classics. I'm sure there's many shoes I've missed, so if you have any in mind, please let me know down in the comments. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.